Bud, how are you?
I'm well, good to see you. What's on everyone's mind?
Nolan, as he settled in his career, has become, you can see it out there in the field, a kind of a vocal kind of guy, a little bit on the field, a leader. What do you see out of him as far as your infield is concerned, and especially nowadays where, you know.
How about the whole team?
Yeah.
You want to talk specifically about the infield interaction or the whole team leadership role, Tom?
Well, we see the on field, but if it's a whole team, it's a whole team. That's
Yeah. Well, again, just, I've known Nolan, for a year and a half, really? I'm counting when I first got hired and first met him, and now, all year last year and a few months now. What I've seen just in the time that I've been here and through our conversations and some of the things that I'm sort of nudging him to is a guy that understands his place on this team and the responsibilities that he can take a hold of and the impact that he can have, not only just his individual performance, but the impact that he can have with other players from a leadership standpoint. How loud his voice can ring, and I think we're seeing that. I'm seeing more discussions, more detailed discussions amongst his teammates, about the team and about what we need to do, and and even the interaction with coaches, about strategy. It's all really good stuff, and I think he's embracing that part of it. And I think as players, gain tenure and gain confidence in who they are, these things have a tendency to come out in players. Players like Nolan, and it's really, really great to see.
Zach Jamiola going tomorrow. What have you scouted about?
Along
him
with,
so far?
I think he is pitching tomorrow, right? Do you guys have the list?
Yeah.
Who's pitching? Phil me.
Miola, Hoffman, I think those are your two inning guys.
Tinoco.
Ottavino and Estevez, and there's one other.
Tinoco.
Okay, good. Okay, all right,
I want to ask you about Tinoco later. That's good. Yeah.
all right. Jimmyola.
What have you scouted about him so far?
Zach had a good spring last year. Had a little bit of a rough go in Albuquerque. He was injured, missed a lot of time. Got banged around a little bit. But what I do like about Zach from last year is how he ended up in the fall league. Pitched well in the Arizona Fall League, which a lot of times you don't see that on the pitching side, where a guy, really pitches well after spending time in big league camp and all the way through into November. But I like the bounce back effect. But I think the fastball plays. He's got a little deception to his delivery with the high front side. The fastball has some major league quality velocity. I like the changeup exclusively as far as a pitch that's plus on the scouting scale. The breaking ball's functional. So there's a mix of pitches that can lead me to believe that there might be a big league pitcher in there.
He was saying this morning that because he liked his spring last year, he felt he was on the roster for the first time. He felt like now's my time, and then he got bounced back to Albuquerque, which from my distance, seems about right for him.
No
But
doubt.
He was so eager though that
Right.
he lost some patience. He had to learn sort of patience. Is that something that kind of
Yeah, I think that happens to most players. Most players, both position players and pitchers, sort of get ahead of themselves a little bit. They get close, and they think they're there. They think they're right there, and in a lot of cases they are. And you see guys break through and make it and stick and have good long careers. Most players get close, and they realize how far away they are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I think Zach falls into that category with a lot of guys. I mean, you get close, you get to the big leagues, you're in big league camp, you're getting some results, and you're thinking, man, I'm there. All I need is, but they're farther away than they think. Because there is a difference between minor league baseball and major league baseball. Baby.
A little bit of difference.
Oh, baby.
Then the guy goes out and gets hurt.
So it was a good learning experience that, hey, there's some things you had to clean up.
Yeah.
Still cleaning up.
Right.
about
Tinoco?
Seeing him, guy who, he was telling me that he had to learn some things mechanically, kind of take a step back a bit, but last year you saw him really take off, especially in the second half. What have you seen in him in this game?
Big arm. I know that the minor league staff has done a lot of work with the delivery, a lot. First things first, if you don't have a repeatable, consistent delivery, which enables you to have a consistent arm slot, consistent release point, you have no chance to pitch in the big leagues. And they worked a great deal on just solidifying his